What is going on, everyone, and welcome back. It is another beautiful Wednesday, which means it is another beautiful new comic day. And ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited to take you along with me. Me and Sammy are going to go back issue hunting this afternoon, and then afterwards, I'm going to meet up with Daniel and Carson for today's new releases. We have the release of Wonder Man issue number 2, as well as Punisher issue number 3. We cannot forget about White Sky issue number 3, and a brand new DC title, Zatanna issue number 1. So this is a super stacked week, guys. I'm so excited to take you along with me and see what we can find. First things first, we got to get ready, so come along with me, guys. It would not be New Comic Day without the outfit plus the read of the day. First things first, you already know. So for today's outfit of the day, I wanted to go ahead and throw on my Bomb Hills Not Countries GX1000 graphic, one of my favorites that I own, with the thermal underneath. For the pants, I have on my Columbia Silver Ridge cargos, and then for the shoes, I have on my Blundstone 558s. Most importantly, though, for the read of the day, I wanted to go ahead and read issue number 2 of the brand new ongoing from Image Comics, White Sky. This is a post-apocalyptic world where 5 years ago the sky turned white, and now Violet and her father David are trying to escape to the last bit of civilization in San Francisco. And you follow along in issue number 1 as Violet and her father David seem to get separated. So I'm really excited to see where issue number 2 picks up. With issue number 3 now coming out today, I wanted to get fully caught up so I can just jump right into issue number 3. So I'll get back to you guys afterwards. I just finished reading issue number 2 of White Sky by William Harms and J.P. Mavinja, and I am really enjoying this story so far. I would say if you're a fan of series like Outlast, The Walking Dead, or Fallout, you need to pick this series up. This is just right up my alley as a post-apocalyptic world where 5 years ago the sky turned completely white and the world is being hunted and destroyed by ghosts, and we follow along with Violet and her father David as they are trying to search for the last of shelter and safety. And in issue number 1, Violet and her father David get separated, and now in issue number 2 it picks up right where issue 1 leaves off, with Violet now separated from her father. She is on the search for him, completely alone in this horrifying world, and it seems she is going to make the unlikeliest of allies in a psychic medium named Walter, who has been captured underneath the Bay Bridge by the same people that captured her father David. And so now her and her ally Walter team up, and they are on the search and hunt for David. And this is just a really interesting concept so far. I'm really enjoying the pacing and world building that William Harms is doing, and J.P. Mavinja's art style throughout is just absolutely phenomenal. I love the character designs of both Violet and her father David, and this beautiful world building that J.P. Mavinja is doing throughout, with the subtleties of the white sky in the background, so you know the ghosts aren't too far. I highly recommend picking the series up, and I would love to hear in the comments down below if you are caught up on this series what you think. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. I'm now going to head to meet Sammy at Great Escape in Madison, and we're going to go back issue hunting on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon before it is time for New Comic Book Day. And over the weekend, I was watching Noah's newest video, and he went to Town Square Record and Comics in Gallatin and then hit up Great Escape afterwards in Madison. And it seems since the last time that me and Sammy have been there, they have some new back issues and new things to offer. So I'm super excited to see what they have, as well as I'm on the hunt for Ed Brubaker's Daredevil run. And every single time I've been there, I've had great success. So I'm hoping we can keep that train rolling today and see what we can find. So guys, come with me. We are here at Great Escape. We made it with Sammy, and he's already finding the Scotty Young variants. Look at this beautiful Moon Knight.
I only saw these because of...
No, seriously, I literally just mentioned that, how Noah showed us the way that they got all the new stuff. DWJ?
Yeah, I'm taking the murder.
Ooh, number 1 and 2. No, that's so sick.
I need to check them.
Today I'm on the hunt for Ed Brubaker's Daredevil run, and I need issues 104 onward, and here I found issue 105. Beautiful cover. I'm just honestly such a big fan of the Ed Brubaker Daredevil covers. 106, 107. I'm just telling you, this place has just like such good luck every time. 108, 109. 110. Sammy is hunting for an X-Men number 1 to get signed by Claremont.
I know they did like 5 covers for this first issue.
Oh, is that the Jim Lee?
They're all Jim Lee, I believe.
Those are so sick.
Yeah, do I want to spend $75 on them?
One of my favorite things about Great Escape is that along with their new release wall, they have sets. So like me and Sam were just looking at Old Man Hawkeye over here, and it's only $5.99 for issues 1 through 6, which is honestly an insane steal. And it's so cool to find just all of us complete set in single issues versus having to buy a trade. I just got home from back issue hunting with Sammy and had such a fun time. There was a lot of back issues I was hunting for and was able to find, and some that I wasn't looking for but had to come home with. So be sure to stay tuned to the end of the video, and I'm going to give you a haul of everything that I picked up today back issue hunting, as well as today's new releases. But I wanted to give you a little haul. Over the weekend, it was my birthday, so I wanted to share with you some of the things that I got for my birthday. I have some really cool action figures here, as well as some awesome comics that I was looking for. So let's just get right into it. Coming up first, I have here with me a gift I actually purchased for myself, and this is the third and final volume of Charles Soule and Ron Garney's Daredevil run from 2015, Daredevil, The Death of Daredevil. Over the weekend, I finished volume 2, and I've been really enjoying this series so far, so whenever I found this at Rick's Comic City, I just had to pick it up. I am a huge, huge fan of Charles Soule and Ron Garney's run so far, and so I cannot wait to see how this ends. I've heard nothing but good things about this run, and I highly recommend picking this up. Coming into the next gift, here we have, coming into the next book, we have Wonder Man, the Saga of Wonder Man. This was a gift from my girlfriend, actually, and I've been talking to her a lot about the Wonder Man series and how much I've been enjoying that TV series. I've actually rewatched it already after I finished it, and I just have been searching for Wonder Man comics ever since, and she has known this, and I am just so thankful to have this. This was a really thoughtful gift. I am just really excited to get my hands into this. This collects everything from the original first appearance from 1963 in issue 9 all the way to the modern era in 2006 with the Wonder Man series. And I am just so excited to delve into this. This has some amazing and phenomenal stories throughout and some amazing and incredible art. And I am just so excited to delve into this. Coming into the next gift, here I have. The next gift I have here with me is from Daniel, and this is actually issue 132 of Daredevil, one of the first appearances of Bullseye. And this is such a thoughtful gift. Daniel knows I'm a huge Daredevil fan, and I am just so excited to read this issue. I've been collecting a lot of the original Daredevil run, and this is just great to have in the collection. Coming into the next gift, here we have another amazing gift from Daniel. We have Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer's Beta Ray Bill. This is a alternate version of Thor, if you didn't know, and I'm a huge Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer fan. Daniel is just so thoughtful to have given me this. I am excited to delve into this story. I've heard nothing but good things, and being a Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer fan, I am so excited to have this in my collection. Coming into the next gift, here we have another amazing story from Daniel, and here we have Batman: A Death in the Family, the trade paperback. I am so excited to finally have this. I'm a huge fan of Batman and Robin, and Daniel knows that I'm just a huge fan of collecting all of the Robin stories over the years, and this is one that I actually did not have, and I am so excited to finally get my hands on this and read this amazing story. Coming into the next gift, here we have a super awesome gift from Carson. Here I have the X-Men 97 Cyclops figure. I am a huge fan of the X-Men 97 series, and I'm an even bigger fan of Cyclops. He is my favorite X-Men, and Carson, just knowing this and knowing me, got me this awesome figure. I've actually been wanting this for a long time, and the detail on this is absolutely amazing. There's tons of pose options that you're able to do with this, so I'm so excited to have this in my figure collection. Coming into the next gift, here we have, the next gift I have here is actually from my girlfriend, and this is the CT Toys Daredevil action figure in the black suit edition. I am so excited to actually have this finally. I've been talking about this for months to my girlfriend, and I am a huge, huge Daredevil fan. I actually got the Daredevil Marvel Legends figure, if you remember, from my Christmas haul from Maddie, and I am just so excited to put these two right beside each other and pose them because the details on this figure is absolutely amazing. He comes with 3 different heads, 6 different hands, and 2 different Billy Club options. So the pose options are absolutely endless. I'm so excited to have this in my collection. Coming into the next gift, here we have, the last gift I have to show you is from my parents, and this is my Marvel Legends Daredevil Born Again Punisher action figure. This is such a thoughtful and awesome gift. My parents know I'm a huge fan of Daredevil and the Daredevil Born Again series. Me and my mom have actually been watching the new season of Born Again together and have been rewatching all of Daredevil up to this point to get ready for the new season. And this is just so awesome to have. I'm so excited to put this next to my Daredevil figures. And with that being said, let's go ahead and just put these Daredevil figures and all these action figures up and pose them next to what I have and see how this looks. The first figure I'm thinking of posing is this Daredevil CT Toys figure because I just have to put this up next to this new Stephanie Phillips and Lee Garbey Daredevil poster, and I'm just so excited to see how this looks. So let's just get into this and see, because the detail on this looks absolutely insane. I've seen online other people with this figure and it looks like this is just going to be epic. So let's just get right into it. It looks like he has some stand. I forgot. He comes with a stand even for this figure, so that's going to be awesome. We're just going to pose him first and then put the stand together, and I'm going to show you guys after. Okay, so I think I now have him in the position I want to put him on the stand to pose him by my poster. So now I'm going to go and put him on the stand so you guys can see that. So I just posed all my figures and now I wanted to show you how I posed them, but before I do that I wanted to say that this is going to be temporary because over the weekend I actually bought a filing cabinet on Marketplace, and so I'm going to move this shelf that you see behind me right here and take it out and put my filing cabinet there so I can store my comics and that. So I'm going to document that in a future vlog here soon, but I wanted to show you now how I have all of my figures posed now. So we'll go right into it. As you can see here, I have my CT Toys Daredevil figure posed on this bookshelf right underneath my Stephanie Phillips and Lee Garbey poster. And then on this shelf, I have his Billy Club shooting up to my Punisher Marvel Legends figure with my Star Wars Black Series figures. So I'm really happy with how this is turning out. And as I mentioned, I'm going to take this shelf out and then put a filing cabinet. So this will just be a little bit taller, and then I will move all of those trades off of that shelf and put them in the filing cabinet and just have my figures posed where they are on that filing cabinet. So I think that'll look really good. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. We're going to head to meet Daniel and Carson now and see what we can find on this beautiful Wednesday for another beautiful new comic book day. So guys, come with me and let's see what we find. We have now arrived. We are at Dragonflyer LCS, and here we are with Daniel and Carson. Oh yeah, Daniel wants the Spider-Man Noir poster. He's going to try to call it. Let's see. Thank you, beautiful sir. Today's new releases, and our LCS did a little rearranging and it looks so nice in here. And today I spotted the Web of Venom Scotty Young variant, and it's the last one on the shelf, so this is a sign it's coming home with me. There's also a new Hellboy comic that released today, and I think I'm gonna have to get it. It just looks so interesting. Carson finding the absolute Batman singles that he needs. The collection is coming together nicely. I just made it back home, and as you can see, I have a tiny but mighty stack to go through with you for today's new comic book day releases. This was honestly a pretty light week, but a pretty stacked week nonetheless. I'm really excited for everything that I was able to pick up today, so let's just get right into it. This is a comic I am super excited to have in my possession. I have been really enjoying the Scotty Young variants as of recently and wanted to start collecting them myself, so when I saw the Web of Venom Scotty Young variant, I knew I had to pick it up. It was my sign to start my collection. Coming into issue number 2 of the week, we have the Punisher, issue number 3. I've been really enjoying this series. This is actually a continuation of the Punisher Red Band series, and even though I have not read the Punisher Red Band series, I still think this is a great starting point for readers if you are wanting to get into Punisher comics, especially with the new Punisher special coming out at the end of this month. Coming into issue number 3, we have issue number 3 of the week. We have none other than William Harms and JP Mavinja's White Sky issue number 3. I have been really enjoying this series, so I am so excited to see where issue number 3 takes us. This has just been such a fun post-apocalyptic story following Violet and her father David 5 years after the sky turned completely white and everyone left alive is being haunted and hunted by ghosts. Coming into issue number 4 of the week, we have, last but not least, we have Hellboy in Love. This is a one-shot by Dark Horse, and I have wanted to start collecting Hellboy, and seeing this one-shot coming out this month, I knew this was a perfect starting point for me. I'm so excited to read this and finally start delving into the character. This is everything that I managed to pick up this week, but guys, let's just go right into the back issues of the week. As you can see, I have a pretty big stack here, so I would definitely say I had a successful time back issue hunting with Sammy. So let's just get right into the stack. Here we have issue 105 of Ed Brubaker's run. The last place I left off was issue 103, so I need issue 104, but we were able to successfully find issue 105. Coming into the next issue, we have issue 106 of Ed Brubaker's run, and then we had another successful find, and that was issue 107, another beautiful cover here. I've been really enjoying these Ed Brubaker A covers for this series. Coming into the next issue, we have issue 108, but one of my favorite covers of this series so far is issue 109 with Daredevil holding the scales perfectly in balance. Coming into the next successful find, we have 110 of Daredevil by Ed Brubaker. I was not able to find issue 111, which would be the next issue that I need. That is Lady Bullseye Part 1, so that is going to be a key issue and one that's going to be a little bit tougher to find with the first appearance of Lady Bullseye. But the next issue I found was another successful find, and that is Lady Bullseye Part 2. I was also able to find issue 114 of Ed Brubaker's run, as well as issue 115, which is the final issue of the Lady Bullseye arc. Coming into the next issue, we have The Return of the King, which is the introduction of Wilson Fisk back into the story. And then we have part 2 of Return of the King, another successful find. You would not believe it, we found part 3 as well. I feel like Great Escape has just been blessing me with these Ed Brubaker back issues as of lately. And then we found part 4, the final issue, I believe, of The Return of the King. And then the final issue I was able to find, one I am so glad to have in my possession. This is Legacy number 500 of Daredevil, which features Ed Brubaker, Frank Miller, and Ann Nocenti as writers, and this is the final issue of Ed Brubaker's run of Daredevil. So this was a pretty successful hunt, if I might say so myself. The only issues that I need now are issues 104 and issue 111, as well as issue 113, if I'm not mistaken. So only 3 issues total, and that will be a lot easier to find, I believe, now that I have fully caught up on all of these back issues. That is everything that I managed to find today. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing week. Thank you all so much for the love and support lately. You guys have been blowing my mind. I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Spend some time with some loved ones. Spend some time with yourself. We will be back next Wednesday for New Comic Book Day. Peace.